Hello, my planner friends. It's Crystal with Happy to Plan. I'm going to be doing my Plan With Me video for the week of April 15th through the 21st. This week I'm going to be doing an Easter theme because, of course, Easter is on Sunday. And I am going to be using this ABC We Are Memory Keepers punch that I recently purchased at Tuesday morning. So I'll show you what we're going to be doing with that in a second. And then I've got this little piece of acetate, which I'm going to use for my journal card. And then I pulled out some of those journal cards, but I didn't ultimately end up using them. And then I have this authentic paper pad that I'm going to be using as well. So I'm just going to do a quick flip through here. And then I'm just going to select some of the pieces of paper. So you may have noticed that I didn't post yet last week. I've actually been battling bronchitis all week. So this video is going to be a little bit limited on vocal recording. I'm going to probably do a lot of music in between the vocals just because I want to try to save my throat and not use my voice that much. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and pick some papers and then go to the next step. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get out this ABC punch, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to be spelling out the word Easter, and the instructions say to cut your paper 1.5 by 2.5, so that is what I'm going to be doing. I am going to be using this floral paper that came from the paper pack, and I'm just going to go ahead and get that trimmed up, and then start using the instructions to punch out my E. So of course I punched out all of the letters, but I'm only going to show you how I punched out the E. It's fairly simple to use this. If you do see it, it's really cool. The cool thing is the letters fit pretty perfectly within the column of the, or I should say the row of the planner, the classic planner layout. So I'm just going to go ahead and punch out this word, there's letter, and then I'll be right back. Once I laid out all of the letters, I felt like the letters needed something behind it. So I went ahead and pulled this other page from the paper pack, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut that to fit into that row on both sides. And then once I do that, I am going to go ahead and cut up a couple of different sheets of paper boxes for the planner as well. And when I cut these boxes up, I wanted to make sure that I had the different images. So there was like 2 different bunny images, and then a chicken and the chickie images, and then a lamb image. So I wanted to make sure I had all of those images on the layout. So I just made sure that when I cut the boxes, I cut them so it had those images. And then what I'm going to do once I get them all cut up is I'm going to go ahead and get them all inked up. I wanted to use Vintage Photo to ink up all of the edges. not only on the boxes but also on the letters as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and get everything glued down, and then I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and use this Fabri-Tac from Beacon glue to put those letters on. Before I put the E on, though, I did want to go ahead and put the A there just to kind of figure out where I wanted the E. And you'll see why when I do the journal card, why I wanted most of the word on that side of the paper versus this side, the other side of the paper. And once I get all of that adhered on, I'm going to go ahead and figure out the bottom section. I definitely wanted to cover up the little geometric shape or figure or design down there in the bottom. And then I also wanted to make sure that I had something on my side panel. And I really loved this little paper that had the little carrots on it. I just thought that was really cute. So I went ahead and cut that up for the side panel, and then again used my vintage photo and just inked around all of the edges. And then I'll get that glued down, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of that lace that's sitting there from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to go ahead and just glue that to the bottom. I had the letters on and all of the rest of the paper on, I felt like the Easter letters were blending into the page too much. So what I decided to do was take a brown pen here and just go around the edges like some faux stitching. So I just took the little pen there and just made some dashes. And I will actually show you a little bit of a close-up of what that looks like. So you can see it kind of pops off the page just a little bit more. And then I went ahead and got that done for the remaining letters as well. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and walk through what I did with the journal card because it is a little bit different than anything I've done before. So basically what I wanted to do was I really wanted to have the Easter across the page like that. But then when I was thinking about doing my journal card, I didn't want the journal card to block that, if that makes sense. So obviously when that page is there in the book, you can't really see that it says Easter. It just looks like it says EA, which I didn't want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that really cute image with a little Easter bunny there on the corner, and that came from the paper pack. And I'm just going to punch it eventually. I'm going to punch it. I wanted to make sure I got it in the exact right spot. And then I'm going to take my little pencil here and I'm going to just mark where the column is. and then I'm actually going to cut that page. So you'll see what I'm doing. I'm just going to cut it, and when I cut it so that the little bunny ears were kind of sticking up. And then I'm just going to take my scissors here, and I'm going to go around the little bunny ears so that they're going to stick up a little bit from the page. And then okay, so then once I got that done, just laid it out to make sure that it was going to work the way I wanted it to. And then I took that other piece that I had cut off the top, and I also hole punched that as well. And then the acetate that I showed you at the beginning is just a piece of acetate from a sticker page that I have used all the stickers up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that little piece of paper, and I'm going to cut 2 boxes to match those 2 boxes. And I know this doesn't really make sense, but hopefully you can just watch the video footage and you'll see what it does. And you could see that I actually also haven't done sticker time yet, so I really wanted to make sure that this concept that I had in my head was going to work. So I was really excited about it. So I did this before I did sticker time, so there will be sticker time here in a minute. So once I had those 2 pieces, and I punched them both on both sides, I'm going to take that piece of acetate and I'm going to glue it down to the back of the page. And I realized that my flowers were upside down, but I decided that I didn't care, and I'm just going to go with it. And then I'm going to go ahead and get that glued down. So what I did was I took the glue and I'm just going to put the acetate on top. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this piece and put that in between so it kind of holds the acetate in place. And then I'm going to just test it to make sure it's going to work. So basically that's what it's going to do. You'll see that it still says Easter across the page. And then what my plan is I'm going to actually journal on that top part of the page, and then potentially the bottom too, but I will do that off camera. Okay, so that's basically what it looks like, and then I just trimmed off the top there, and then when I do the flip through at the end, you'll see more closely what that looks like. And now it's going to be sticker time! Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and put it in my planner. I think this really turned out really cute. I definitely had an image in my head of what I wanted this to look like, and I feel like that I accomplished it, so that makes me happy. Especially not feeling well, so I'm glad I was able to get this done and I can document my week. So there you go. So that's what it looks like. You can see that the acetate kind of makes it just so it says Easter all the way across, but then it's still a really cute little journal card with that little Easter bunny there on the side. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.